Dahem sot. 2 words in a language 95% of you can't understand. 2 words that signified the last piece of art a man left behind. A man who was taken by the hands of fate. He was on vacation to Italy, visiting his family when his heart gave way. They watched his skin drain of color. They watched his eyes flutter to a close. They watched his chest freeze. They watched his hands fall beside his body. They watched him take his final breaths. They watched him die. 40 years old, completely healthy. His heart gave up on him. His body gave up on him. Fate took him from his family, from his friends, from Albania. Dahem sot. These 2 words might not seem like much to non-native speakers of the Albanian language, but when you translate these 2 words, you get 3 very frightening words, 3 very deep words, 3 words one cannot ignore, and these words are, I'm leaving today. Dahem sot. She was 21. She had short brown hair that fell just below her chin. She had glasses which sat atop her nose and magnified her caramel brown eyes, which beamed with so much vibrance and light. She had an infectious laugh and smile that lit up every room she entered. She was healthy, but fate took her. Fate stopped her heart while she rested in her bed. She said, "Good night, Mom. Good night, Dad. I will see you in the morning," unaware that no, she would not see them in the morning. Dahem sot. Shpat and Jackie, they weren't too different from each other, but drastically different at the same time. Shpat was an Albanian celebrity whom many in the nation looked up to, the ones lucky enough to work alongside him during his short life have had the best things to say. Jackie was a special needs college girl from central Minnesota. She lived with her family. She had friends in Special Olympics. I was one of these friends. Dahem sot. Both deaths shocked those around them. No one in my community thought Jackie would die. Not like this. I found out through a friend I hadn't spoken to in months. "Hey, did you know Jackie passed away?" I froze. This was a prank. It had to be a prank. No, it wasn't a prank. It wasn't a prank for us close to Jackie, and it wasn't a prank for those close to Shpat. It was real. Both were young, both were healthy, both were taken by fate, both left a permanent scar on their communities. Dahem sot. When I was around 4 years old, I created a world in my head where even after the ones closest to you took their last breaths and left this world, they could still be saved. There was still hope. There were supernatural powers which could breathe life back into those who were unfortunate to have it taken from them far too soon. It's easy to create alternate realities like this, but it's a whole nother level of difficult to open your eyes and realize it's not real. Shpat Kasapi is gone. Jackie is gone. They will never breathe again. Their bodies are cold, buried, decaying. Dahem sot. Fate is cruel. Fate seems to love taking those who deserve it the least. All the pedophiles, all the rapists, all the terrorists, all the serial murderers, they still get to live. They still get to breathe the same air we do. Shpat Kasapi did nothing wrong. Jackie did nothing wrong. Yet fate took them both. Fate selfishly stopped their clocks and laid them down for eternal slumber just because it felt like it. Dahem sot. Dahem sot was a song written and released by Shpat Kasapi on October 9th, 2025, exactly 1 month and 17 days before he would run out of air. Did he know something? Did someone or something tell him that his time was almost up and that he needed to say goodbye while he still had air in his lungs, while he still had beats in his heart? He had to know. The last thing Shpat left behind. I'm leaving today. Dahem sot. Was this true for everyone? No, it couldn't be. Jackie didn't know, did she? I guess we'll never know, but Shpat knew. He had to know. It makes no sense that he wouldn't know. He hadn't released much of anything since 2021 until the sot. I'm leaving today. The sot. I always tell those close to me that if some tragic accident happens to me and I am taken from this earth against my will and I can see my loved ones but they cannot see me, I tell them I will always be right here. I will always be in their hearts. I will hold them at their lowest of moments and I will celebrate with them at their highest of moments. At night, I will hug them tight and say, I love you and I am always here. But what if those who precede us in death are not here? What if all that remains is a hole where they used to be, where Shpat Kasapi used to be, where Jackie used to be? No, this can't be right. I still see Jackie in my dreams, and I hope that Shpat's loved ones can see him too, hear him, feel him. So, my advice to you is to open your hearts, hold on to those whom you are closest to, let go of the hate, swallow your pride, forgive but don't forget, because at the end of the day, the person sitting right next to you could spontaneously combust at any given second. You never know when their time will run out. You never know when they will close their eyes for the final time. You never know when they will lay their heads to rest and never wake up again. You never know, and you never will. None of Jackie's friends and family knew. None of Shpat Kasapi's friends and family knew. No, not until it was too late. I will never forget the impact that Jackie had on my high school days. The lunch times that she made not just bearable, but enjoyable when I had no one left. The games and events that we would compete in together. The laughter. Her. Jackie. I, along with Albania, will never forget the impact that Shpat Kasapi had on this world. His music will forever remain accessible to everyone. His voice can still be heard when you turn up the radio. His emotions can still be felt in his lyrics, his melodies, his truths, his feelings. Him, Shpat Kasapi, Shpat Kasapi may not be physically here. Jackie may not be physically here, but they are still here. They are still among us, cheering us on, wishing for us to not dwell on their departure, wishing for us to move on, not from them, but to let go of the pain, let go of their flesh, let go of their blood, and hold on to their souls, because souls can never die. Souls will always be a part of us as long as there are people to remember them. And we will never forget Jackie. We will never forget Shpat Kasapi. They live on even after death. They are not gone. They are just waiting on the other side until we are ready. Sot.